Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna make sure we save as well. Okay, is there anywhere else on this map that we might have missed? I'm wondering if there is something up here by this tree that we've missed. Like, I wonder if that's where the last cog is. Like, is the last cog on this map? Or is it elsewhere? Because we found 2 of them already on this map. So I feel like if it's not here, then that's kind of a... Like, I feel like maybe it's by this tree and we just missed it somehow. But I can't do anything here. Unless I just don't have high enough perception to see whatever I'm missing. The only thing is maybe up in this corner. Maybe over here? I don't think over here, but... Because it would be the red cog that we're missing. Which is... Gaugen. Okay. So when Gaugen died and left me alone... And that is Skiga. Okay. All I know is that it's somewhere between those two. Those years they lived. It doesn't really give me any hints for where he might be. Yeah, it doesn't give any hint as to where they might be. So we're just gonna make sure that we didn't miss anything on the map.
How curious.
guess the red cog isn't here? Because I don't think I have it on me. Because that's the white. And that's the gold. The only thing I can think of, okay, we'll have to go and then come back if we don't find it. Okay. I wonder if bringing a dwarf here would be beneficial anyways, but... Okay, so this is probably where the trolls are, somewhere over here. Somewhere around here. So we'll go back that way. I do want to go do some of that. So we'll go through here just so that I can get the... So that we can do some of the kingdom stuff. I do want to go in there at some point. A group of bards has offered to praise their ruler for a modest fee. Their songs will spread the news in the remote villages of Salgard's death and the shift of power. I don't have enough BP to make anything yet.
May we have a moment of respite?
Yes. But first... There we go.
Jod Kapkin is too hard on himself. He has a kind soul, and I thank Providence for our meeting.
It was lucky we met him. Suspicious, too. But he couldn't deceive a baby with that face. He's absolutely harmless, and hence entirely useless.
Okay, so we're gonna go to here first.
My life is a burden.
Camp.
You know, Jubilost, I think I know a way to solve your problem with bleaching.
By turning me undead? Jubilos Narthrobble, Professor of Zombology and Doctor of Otherworldly Science. They'd laugh me out of Absalom.
Zombology. It sounds like fun, yeah. Whoa! Check out the strawberry. The strawberry be weird. There we go. The hill seemed pleasant, even welcoming. No gray doom and gloom, just walking along the path and enjoying the view of all the cute little white pyramids built out of pebblestone. Or, wait, was it pebblestone? Horror of horrors, what I mistook for pebbles were polished bones. All along the path, the grass was riddled with pyramids made of polished cobalt bones. It got us to thinking, is it wise to follow such a grim path? The way marked by death itself? Follow the path. Trying to brush away thoughts on who may have polished the cobalt vertebrae and why, we quickly moved along the path leading through the pale hills. It didn't take long for us to reach a mountain river with a bridge crossing over it. Well, bridge may be a bit generous. It was actually just a long branch, about as thick as an arm, spanning from one bank to the other. It may have been enough for a kobold to cross, since we could see another of those small bone pyramids on the far side, but it didn't look nearly strong enough for a party to cross. Before deciding how to proceed, we carefully examined the river. We quickly discovered that the river was quite deep. I plunged my arm shoulder deep into the water and couldn't even feel the bed. It was fast, too. The current pulled a dried leaf off my sleeve, and it was gone from my sight in a blink. And it was cold. Very, very cold. Frankly, none of us were interested in taking a swim. Okay, carefully examine the branch. The branch did have one thing going for it, though. Being so thick, it happened to be quite sturdy. But that didn't make the flimsy crossing any less slippery or challenging to anyone daring to set foot on it. I wonder how many kobolds have slipped on the wet bark and found a watery grave in the ice-cold river. I feel like him, maybe. Either him or her. I feel like he's gonna be better. He kind of has, he has like the better average anyways, I think. Amiri maybe, but her mobility is really slow. Ekendio was unperturbed by the thin branch and the speeding current. After a deep breath, our volunteers set forth along the precarious crossing. One step, then another. A few feet crossed with no trouble, and I started to think that maybe things would be fine. That's when the branch jerked and started to shake. It was rolling over. With no time to think, all Ekendio could do was jump to the other side. Success! Oh, the lengths we'll go to in our efforts to keep our pride untarnished and our pants dry. What incredible jump, and Ekendio was on the other bank. Ekendio took a moment to catch his breath and turned his attention back to the crossing. A nearby shrub concealed an amusing kobold contraption. A crooked ladder built from random planks and sticks. It seems the kobolds crossed the river in much the same way we had, sending their most agile companion across to fling the ladder over to the other side. One small pyramid made of polished cobalt bones may be a bit spooky, but it's not unbearable. But how about thousands? We found ourselves looking over a proper cobalt graveyard. Each little pyramid a mark of cobalt death, and that mark made out of their own remains. Yeesh. The real enigma, though, waited in the heart of the burial ground. The centerpiece was made of hundreds, maybe even thousands of polished bones, all put together to form the head of an enormous dragon. Imagine it. These small, nonsensical reptiles somehow managed to create a sculpture both fearsome and magnificent. Such might and yet such frailty as well. If a single bone were to be removed from the foundation, this beautiful statue would crumble to dust. And I even spotted one such flimsy bone. Regardless, we came face to face with irrefutable proof. The kobolds, for better or worse, were changing. This news had no impact on our search for the trolls, though. The land was clearly sacred to the kobolds, and seemed unlikely they would bring their new friends here. But how would the Baroness deal with the structure we found in her realm? They made the teeth out of skulls. Guys, they made the teeth out of skulls. We'll leave it alone. Because I don't think, like, we wouldn't worship it. Look, the teeth are made out of skulls. See, eyeball, eyeball, nose hole, nose hole. It's made out of skulls. We would leave it alone, I think. Because we wouldn't destroy it. I don't feel like we would destroy it. But we wouldn't worship it either. Kind of neat, but not sure how well that would work out. Well, what if they use some kind of, like, sap or tar, like tree sap or tar, to stick it all together? Because you think about it, like, a dragon skull would have sockets for teeth. But what would happen if it didn't have any teeth left, or something, you know? What if you shoved a skull in there, but then put... Oh, you meant, like, if it was really gonna eat with them. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone. Without a word, the Baroness turned and followed the same trail of death that had led us to the heart of the Pale Hills. Let time, the elements, and the gods decide what to do about the kobolds, their strange religion, and their nascent artistic ability. Her Grace would just watch from a distance. We didn't waste any time with the Dragonhead, and on our way back, our luck finally turned. A family of wild boars had decided to take a rest right in the middle of what they must have thought was a long-abandoned path. One lucky shot and a plump piglet made its way to our backpacks, soon to be a hearty meal. Okay, so now we have to start heading down to here. Sure. You see a gang of kobolds resting around a campfire. When they finally notice you, they jump up and start scuttling around, making a mess and bumping into each other, all while muttering something in their hissing language. One kobold emerges from the swarming crowd. His scales are a touch lighter than those of his companions. Upon closer inspection, he seems to be extremely old. His skin is dry and lifeless, and he clearly lost some of his scales long ago. There's something curious about this kobold. He seems to be calm, confident, and wise? Jubilos frowns and folds his hands. You would do well to watch these yabos, he mutters, teeth clenched. They'll try to steal your cart as soon as you turn your back. That's just the way they are. Sargas. The old kobold hisses. The rest of the kobolds immediately calm down. Greetings, he says, addressing you and sticking out his hand. Shake the kobold's hand. Greetings. Shake the kobold's hand. It's slimy and cold. He continues to stare, his eyes still, yellow and emotionless. Kobold's human stuff, the old kobold says. Tartuk, King, search. That one just gave up after the yes. The old kobold seems to have said his piece, so he just continues to stare at you with cold, still eyes. Tartuk, what a familiar name. Tell me, do you know the story of the Soot-Scale kobold tribe? The kobold seems to not understand a single word you're saying, but reacts to the word Soot-Scale. Soot-Scale. Bad. Not friend. Alright, let's get this started. All of the kobolds are staring at you now. No blinking or movement among them. It's starting to get uncomfortable. Tartuk trolls love. Search Tartuk kobolds. Failed a wisdom check. No matter how hard you try, you can't glean anything useful from the kobold's gibberish. Seeing that you're unable to understand the old kobold, Jubilos exhales noisily. It's clear that you'd be lost without the benefit of a superior intelligence. Obviously, these kobolds have lost their king, one Tartuk, who just as clearly had befriended some trolls. They're asking if you've seen him. Tartuk is the purple bastard who tried to abscond with my cart. And to top that off, he's apparently the best friends with some trolls. Jubilos frowns. It's your choice, of course, but it seems to me that our best option would be to force his gang to disperse. Why are you looking for Tartuk? King, the old kobold answers. Tartuk trolls kobold love. Chaotic good. Point in a random direction. Yeah, I saw Tartuk that way. Unable to judge the expression on his snout, you can't tell if the kobold believed you. After you answer, he turns away from you as if you cease to exist. The kobolds quickly gather and leave into the woods. But are they leaving the direction I said to go? Kobolds are nasty little creatures. Bigger monsters only tend to notice them if they happen to step on one. And yet, surprisingly, kobolds here are treated with respect. This is very suspicious. The local kobolds hold one of their own in high esteem, a shaman named Tartuk. How do you impress such despicable creatures anyways? By being the most vile and cowardly of them all? Many small footprints. Well, of course they're recent. We just saw them here. Doesn't take a tracker to know that there were kobolds here. Nothing else here? I don't think so. Oh, there's no way over here.
Step.
Oh. Just a flower. Okay. We'll go this way. Yes. They think there's a little boy here.
What a surprise.
Ooh, child's play.
Mudleaf? What the fuck is Mudleaf?
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
As you approach the grove, you hear two voices in soft conversation. The first is a velvet baritone, begging on the brink of tears. Please, Teresia, my love, don't send me away. I'd rather die than... I want you to live, a girl's voice says sharply. Falchos, you are my knight in shining armor. I love you like I've never loved anyone before. But if you stay, you'll... The girl's voice falters and she collapses into sobs. Wait, there's someone here. Show yourself. Approaching, you notice a fake couple, a satyr and a dryad, who watch you with an anxious look. Who are you? My name is Teresia. I've lived here since my tree awoke from the earth and first sought the sun. And this is Falchos from far away. We are together, the satyr nods, and we'll stay together till death takes us. The dryad narrows her eyes at Falchos and folds her arms. Can't you do that without the death part? I managed so far, he grins widely. Okay, well, what were you arguing about? These lands could be beautiful again, but not as long as this monster exists. Falchos' hands curl into a fist. We cannot leave. We must fight. My sweetheart, my love. Teresia's voice trembles on the verge of tears. You've tried already and barely survived. Please, I'll endure. I'll go to sleep again. If you were to die, it will hurt me far more than if I let you go, knowing you're far away, but alive and well. Look at me, Teresia. I'll never leave you. Never. I beg you, don't send me away. Being without you, it'll kill me as surely as that scythe tree itself. The scythe tree won't leave us be. Simply being brave is not enough to defeat it, Falchos. Sooner or later, it will kill you. The dryad turns to you, hopeful. I beg you, put an end to the creature, end our suffering, and its suffering as well. We'll find a way to reward you. What is the scythe tree and why is it dangerous? Well, it's... Teresia curls her fingers, imitating claws, and pretends to snatch up something with them. Falchos jumps in. First, it's just a tree. Fire is not its friend, and you'd best use a weapon suited to chop through its bark, not impale it. Right, and also, its branches are very long. Be careful, it can reach you from afar. Maybe I could help, depending on what you're offering. It's not much, but Teresia gets a small chest from under the tree's roots. Fine, I will help you. I'm so grateful. You are our savior. You'll find it south of here in a large glade. Good luck. We'll wait for you. What happened in the village? It was a beautiful place. A human village on the edge of the Rio Fey kingdom. They lived in peace alongside the Fae for generations, united by friendship, sometimes even by love. The Dryad looks away. That is, until her queen, Calotropsia, lost her heart to the headman's daughter. Such a beautiful couple, but it happened at their wedding day. Both humans and Fae had gathered to celebrate the union. No one knows what happened next, but in the midst of the festivities, Calotropsia suddenly transformed. She changed into a monster. The Dryad's voice dropped and she glanced around as if afraid another might hear. She became the Scythe Tree. She killed her bride, her love, then destroyed the village. Okay. I wonder if that other tree is a Dryad tree as well. The one back by the dwarf thing.
Trail me.
I believe I found something.
Completed.
You see that?
Oh.
Let the attack submit.
Why does he have a skull? Oh my! Oh, this is not going well. Oh, I don't think this is a good idea. We might have to reload, because this, I don't think this is gonna go well. Yeah. I have a feeling this isn't gonna... Yeah, they were like... I don't know how to tell the levels, though, because you can't always tell. But their DC was like 25s and 30s. I'm guessing that's kind of like the level? This game doesn't do an overly good job at explaining things if you're not familiar with tabletop too much, or Pathfinder, all the time. Okay, so we'll go back, we'll talk to the Dryad again, we'll skip through, I don't need to read it all again, because we just did it. But we're definitely not going to go that way.
End this suffering.
What the... So I mean, like, their DC was like 25 and 30. Like, that's pretty high, I think, for me right now.
I'm glad you dead.
This whole area might be a bit high for me. Nah, only 5. I'm guessing this is like the level and at least close to the HD. That's my guess. That's been my guess so far. Okay. That's what I had figured.
Repent.
I've done a little bit of tabletop, but never Pathfinder. I want to do more. I even got into a group, and then COVID happened, and everybody, like it kind of went bleh.
Cannot hide from me. No strike wasted.
How is that thing not dead?
You forced my hand.
There we go.
A clever ploy. They go down!
There we go.
Despicable.
Nowhere to run.
I'll try to make this swift.
There we go. And skim him. We're just gonna save constantly. I always forget to save.
Time.
We'll do it.
Oh boy. I'm gonna heal her first. Ow. Oh, come on. Ugh.
Die, die, die!
I love the insane voice so freaking much. so much, guys. I don't feel kitty a bit. Why?
Bring it!
Advance!
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much. I wonder what lies beyond.
Oh my. Bombs! Try to heal her. Now that most of the wolves are off of her. And go.
Tear them apart!
Okay, it's only these two left.
Unworthy.
There we go. Now just a ferocious one left.
Cannot hide from me.
Um,
I wonder what lies
Nope.
beyond.
Bail. I was hoping she wouldn't get hit. And she did. There we go. Okay. Could be
How
worse.
may I help?
Skin 'em all! Okay, and safe.
Step, step.
Step, step, step.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder.
Did I miss somewhere? Because I'm not seeing the... Okay, yeah, we went this way the first time.
Child's play.
Because I want to get the...
Completed.
This again. Continue. Okay, who are you? What are you arguing about? What is a scythe tree? Maybe I could help depending on what you're offering. Fine, I will help. What happened to the village? Okay. And save again. This time we don't crawl through the bushes.
I believe I found something.
Time becomes...
This body holds no more.
What the fuck? $10 damage reduction. Holy crap. I saw the light. There's probably something else over there, too. Oh, boy. Is he considered just a chaotic evil human? Okay, let me see. And do bless.
Nowhere to run. Get yourself exposed.
Good God, this is gonna be rough. If I try to bring her up, she's just fucked anyways.
This can't be over.
Holy crap. I don't know if he really has anything offensive, really.
So it's come to this.
Aim true.
Okay. Enrage yourself, Amiri. There you go. Heal. Heal!
My path at an end.
Get him back. Okay. Nice. Okay, you don't have to do much damage. Okay, well, you have to do more than that, but... better than nothing, Foof.
Is all this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Heal again.
I grant you death.
There we go.
Go down!
Okay. Ah, I miss it.
Repent! Cannot hide from me.
Ooh, that was a rough fight. That was a rough fight.
Ask.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and save.
Look,
Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, what is that? Okay, what if I give her the Ring of Protection +2, and then I give... Does he have any... Okay, who doesn't? He doesn't have a Ring of Protection. Okay. Alright, guys. Hold tight. I'm going to be right back. I need some more water.